everybody, and welcome to the Inspired Disorder podcast. My name is Ray Taylor, and tonight joining me is...
I'm Derek Elmer.
And I'm Justin King.
And we discuss everything involved art and geek culture. We are an art and geek culture podcast for InspiredDisorder.com. We discuss topics ranging anywhere from tech to art events and artists, to movies, video games, and everything in between. We tend to at least begin starting recording Wednesday nights. However, due to technical difficulties, we are beginning again recording on a Thursday morning at 1:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we hope to get our podcast up on the interwebs at least by Friday and Saturday. One or the other. Not at the same time, because that would pose a time-space continuum, which I do not have a flux capacitor to save us all. But anyway,
duly noted.
Yeah, the episode we are going to be discussing tonight has been shortened due to our technical difficulties. So we'll be talking about Rotten Tomatoes has just released a 100 worst movie list from the 2000 to 2009 time period. So we're going to be talking about, movies that we may or may not have seen, and maybe some movies that we have liked in that list. And then also we're going to talk about the artist Banksy and discuss his art and things like that. And then we're going to have our art and geek recommendations for the week. So as we just get into it again, I just want to start off by giving props to a friend of the show, Davita Price. She has a new CD out. The title is Child's Pose. The type of music that she creates is a folk/jazzy folk type of music. She does music therapy. You can find her new album currently it's through CD Baby, I believe it was, and soon it will be iTunes, Amazon, and all of your other MP3 marketplaces. So just a quick shout out to her. And as we get into the episode, we're going to dive into Rotten Tomatoes 100 Worst Movies from 2000 to 2009. So I'm just kind of run off some titles here. And as their movies, we're going to have a little competition. So as I go over the titles, let me know, Derek and Justin, what movies you've seen off this list, and I will mark them down, and we will see, one, who's seen the most worst movies in the past 9 years. And at the end, we can kind of, maybe defend some movies that we've seen and didn't think were so bad. Sound good to you guys?
It sounds like a plan.
I'm in.
Awesome.
Let's do this.
All right, so ranked, we're going to go from ranked 100 down to the number one worst movie for the last 9 years. Number one is Whiteout,
which is ranking in at 100. I did not see this one, but I'm not surprised to see it on the list. It didn't look like a great movie.
That's what I heard.
Trailers.
All right. Next one is Glitter.
Not a big Mariah Carey fan.
Nice. Awesome.
Sorry, Ray.
I avoided this one.
I have tons of respect for you guys now. Cheaper by the Dozen 2.
Amazing.
Cheaper by the Dozen 2. Anybody? No.
I didn't see that one. I saw the first one, but not this sequel here.
Oh, is there any takers for Boat Trip?
I am guilty of watching Boat Trip.
Derek, our first victim. Justin, no on Boat Trip.
No on Boat Trip.
Okay, Boat Trip, 2003 movie. Now we're going to All About Steve, 2009. It actually just came out like a month ago.
Anybody? Yeah, it's surprising that this made it on the list.
Quick. That's how bad it was.
Yeah, apparently.
Nobody. Okay.
No.
Lost Souls came out in 2000. No?
I don't even remember this movie.
Me either.
No.
There's actually a
I
lot
have
of
seen
movies.
This, but I don't know. It's too long ago.
Okay. Well, no confirmation, no mark on your chart. The next one that I know I have seen is The New Guy.
The New Guy does not belong on the list. It's not that bad. It's bad.
So Derek has seen it. Justin,
Yeah.
have you seen this movie?
I have not seen that movie. No, I actually
man.
kind of want to see it though.
I
but-
think
Read
the
all
last
about it.
time I saw it was on Watch Instantly on Netflix. I'm not sure if it's still on there, but it may still be on there.
It may be. I
It's
used
not-
to own the DVD at one point.
It's not a
so
great
that's-
movie, but it's entertaining.
Is it good that we haven't seen a lot of these? Is it good?
I
Yes,
think
it
it
is.
is.
Surviving
It is.
Christmas.
No, I didn't watch Surviving
All
Christmas.
right,
Nah.
I'm just gonna run through them. I'm just gonna start saying them, and if you've
Okay.
seen it, say just make a noise. Well, this one I know, Dragonfly.
Dragonfly, I have seen it and love it.
Okay.
So no, it shouldn't be on the list.
Basic Instinct 2.
Nope.
No,
Kaina.
skip that one. That one.
Yeah,
no.
okay.
We haven't
If
watched that.
If you
Heard
can't
of that.
pronounce it, you haven't seen it.
Never even heard of that crap.
Testosterone.
No.
Pavilion of Women.
No.
I actually want to see that just by the title. Larry the Cable Guy. Health Inspector. No.
No.
3. No.
Nope.
No. Is that like
Dougal
3? What?
was 3 with one of the E's is
It's
number
like
3.
three. Whatever.
It's E3. Dougal.
No, but it deserves to be on the list just for the poster.
Yes.
What is that supposed to be? Like a lion or a dog or something?
Yes,
think
it's
it
a
was
lion dog. Next one, Supercross.
Negative.
The movie.
Oh, bro.
Because as opposed to Supercross, the animated TV show. Extreme Ops.
No, but I do remember when that.
Although
thing
it
came
sounds like a Jackie Chan
Yeah,
movie.
that was promoted big time. I remember when that came out. That was all over the place. I did not see that one.
All right.
Yeah.
Big Mama's House 2.
out. Negative. After the first one, I wasn't going back to Big Mama's house.
Adventures of Pluto Nash. I actually remember the trailer for this. And like 5 years later, it actually got released in 2002.
You know, this one, this looked like a pretty good movie to me from the trailer. I never actually watched it though, so I can't say, but I've never seen it.
Deck the Halls.
Nope.
No, I don't. Nope, I haven't watched it.
All right, we roll in with number 77 at Date Movie. Anybody? Date Movie?
Negative.
Must have been single at the
Negativo.
time. All right, Johnson Family Vacation. Anybody? Number 76.
No, I haven't watched that, but I don't think it. I can't be that bad. I don't know. Nope.
I see
Can't be that
Cedric
good
in
at
there. Who
76.
else is in there with him? Is that
Well, it's
Vanessa
Cedric
Williams.
the Entertainer, which apparently he didn't entertain enough. Vanessa Williams, which is a hot piece of butt. But and somebody else, which I don't know. It's probably a bad movie though.
hot piece of butt?
Yep. That's
Hot
the
piece of boot talks.
that's the edited version for ass. So
I think we have a show title now.
yes, the hot piece of ass.
Hot piece of buttocks.
All right, the next one, Son of the Mask, which
That looks so bad.
the origin.
no way
Well,
hell
I'm
I'm
not
gonna
that
see that
surprised that there's a lot of sequels on this list. Let me tell you,
Definitely.
because that's crap
Yeah.
most of the time.
Nope.
Although, Derek, have you seen this?
No.
Okay. All right, we're moving into 74, number 74 on the ranking. Envy. I have
Yes,
seen it.
I have seen this one.
Justin has finally seen one. I've seen one.
I have
Derek?
finally seen one. Yes.
Derek, have you seen this one?
No, I have not.
Well, it's a crappy dark comedy starring Jack Black and Ben Stiller, which is it should have been good considering the stars and actually the director
script.
Barry Levinson. Come on, but it was so not. It was like the movie kind of reminded me of Idiocracy, which should have been a good movie as well, and it had some good themes, but just totally fell flat. Anyway, not talking about anything flat. Let's talk about Geely, number 73.
Really, I've seen it, and
jeez.
yeah, it's
You should
it's
not
cra-
be
it's
so-
crap.
You should not be so excited, sir.
Well,
The benefit days of law.
Yeah.
forgive me.
Justin, you seen this?
I have not seen that.
Okay.
No.
Redemption is yours. I haven't seen it either.
I watched it because I wanted to see how bad it was.
All right. College. You know what? I actually wanted to see College. It looked like a good movie. It looked like one of those teen, like, American Pie type movies. But I never saw it. And apparently, I'm glad, because it didn't rate very well on
You
Rotten
saved
Tomatoes.
some moments of your life.
Yes, thank you. The Cookout. Heard of that?
Negative. Nope.
Yeah, but Yu-Gi-Oh. Never mind.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, jeez. You know what?
Yu-Gi-Oh.
I think the title inspired some robotics from Justin.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Hello.
Okay, back to normal.
Right down.
All right, Yu-Gi-Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh, whatever. Nobody went and
Negative. Nope.
saw it. All right, the Hottie and the Naughty.
I don't remember this thing ever coming out. A Paris
I
Hilton
don't
movie?
either, but
It's got to be
that's
direct
Paris
DVD.
Hilton? Oh, yeah. That sucks, because the poster
Whatever.
looks good. The Fog. I seem to remember it, but
I have seen it. We actually played it at my theater about a year ago, and it's actually not bad. It's not great, but it's as far as horror movies go, it's not too shabby. So I actually like The Fog.
All right.
At 66, rank that.
All right. Well,
I've seen parts of that movie, but not the entire thing. But the parts I've seen look promising.
Well, the parts you saw were out of your front windshield while you were driving home. Get it?
Really now?
The Fog.
Oh.
Insert rim shot here.
Just a side note to everybody listening: we're recording close to 2 a.m. So
The jokes don't get any better than this. All right.
The delusions are setting in.
our brain matter is moving slightly slower than normal. Okay, next it's a Guy Ritchie movie. Everybody's seen Snatch and Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. But apparently the people that saw this movie said it sucked butt or ass.
I don't remember her ever being in one.
I do, because this was the movie that he made after they got together. And this was his first shitty movie, and the critics are like, apparently Madonna ruins directors. So, and I remember seeing this movie back when I used to buy all kinds of movies. And we've already talked about this, but I've already bought some movies that were crappy, like Envy. And I remember seeing this at Target a lot when it came out. And I never bought it. I was a huge Guy Ritchie fan. I'm still kind of a Guy Ritchie fan. Hope he makes some good movies soon. But I never got this one.
Well, we'll sweep it away under the carpet, and we'll never.
Exactly. But
go.
as we wait,
Sweep that shit away.
has anybody seen this? Nobody's seen this, right?
No.
No.
All right.
Sir.
So as of this point, that was 65. Derek has seen 5 of these movies. At least that's how many of them marked down efficiently. Justin, you've only seen 1 so far?
Pretty much.
And I guess I've only seen 2. So
Well, I can concur that the show is.
I don't know. I don't know if that's just because I missed some on the way down. But number 64 is Corky Romano, which is a movie that I have seen.
I have also seen this one.
Oh, Justin.
No.
Derek. Oh, we are catching up to Derek, and that is not a good thing. But
Movie was
yes.
horrible. That movie was definitely horrible.
I worked at the movie theater at this time, and it was just one of those movies. And when you work at a movie theater, you pretty much see everything that comes out,
Whether you want to or not, you're watching.
basically. I mean, well, you cannot see it, but when it's free, why not?
I think I had a Corky Romano T-shirt from the movie theater.
Actually, you know what? I may have
God.
had some kind of Corky Romano merch. So anyway, Corky Romano, it wasn't that. It was horrible, but it wasn't. I don't even think this. I think I've seen movies that were worse than this. Mm-hmm. And I kind of feel bad for Chris Kattan at the same time. So maybe that's why. Maybe it's pity that makes me.
Maybe.
Anyway, so moving on. Next, number 63, Yours, Mine, and Ours.
Now, I have seen this one, and it's not great, but I don't see it as being all bad enough to end up on this list. So yeah, it's a TV romp,
No, that's okay. Excuses are good. That's fine.
All right.
Everybody's got them, like buttholes. Justin, that's a no. I'm assuming.
No, sir.
All right. Serving Sarah is number 62.
No.
Okay, moving on. Good Luck, Chuck. Yes.
I've seen it, and I actually really like that movie.
Justin, what's your comment?
I have not seen this. I'm actually kind of wanting to see this.
Yeah, you know what? Oh man, this was one of the movies when I was scrolling down, and I was like, "What?"
How did that end up on 61?
Because I'm a fan of Dane Cook's comedy. Like, comedy CDs, comedy whatever. His movies are horrible. Horrible, bad.
He needs to stick to his day job there.
He is like, he plays himself like
Pretty much
way over the top. He's like a huge parody of himself. But this movie, because it was already over the top, was pretty funny. And freaking, holy crap, Jessica Alba's hot. Okay? So, and there's, I mean... And she's actually funny in this movie because she plays a klutz, and there's certain scenes that it's like it's pretty funny. Like when the scene in the trailer where she runs into the traffic sign.
Oh yeah,
that's actually pretty funny in the movie. And there's some other scenes. I mean, she's a klutz, and it's like, oh man, you kind of slap your head and go like, what the hell? But this movie, in no way, in my opinion, deserves to be on the number one.
This is hogwash.
Yeah,
hogwash, I say.
This is probably one of the best Dane Cook movies.
Bollocks.
Yeah.
So bloody bollocks.
Exactly. For the English people out there, you can understand. So, yeah. So, I mean, I've actually watched this movie a few times.
Yeah.
Because I've watched it, and I'm like, you know what? You want to watch a movie? Oh, this is actually pretty funny because I have it on my hard drives. So it's like it's in my theater like jukebox thing. So it's like, oh, you want to? It's actually pretty entertaining. You know, it's not a great movie by any means. It's not going to change anybody's life, but you know, it's entertaining. And I'm not going to defend that movie anymore. So let's move on to number 60, The Perfect Man.
I've seen The Perfect Man.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
I've never even heard of that movie.
You're talking to a guy who
I know,
HBO.
which is like
a lot of HBO, like daytime. Yeah,
which makes me kind of happy that I no longer work at a movie theater because I probably would have seen like 90% of these movies.
Oh, true. You know, a lot of these movies I've seen on my Netflix. You know, it's like, I won't watch
there's
them in the
movies
theater.
like that, but I have some standards. Jeez, man. Justin, I'm assuming this is no on you.
Your assumptions are correct, sir.
Fess up to it, Justin.
Although
basically, if I have never heard of it, then I'm assuming Justin has.
Although I'm a Hilary Duff fan, but not really her acting, if you know what I mean.
I didn't even know she was in it. I didn't even read the credit. Anyway, moving on to a big star.
I see your picture there.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Number 59 is 88 Minutes, starring Al Pacino.
Watched it. Yes.
Damn. Derek, you are falling deep, man.
I own the list. You know?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Justin, did you watch this one?
No, I own this movie, but I have not yet watched it.
But anyway, 88 Minutes, horrible. Derek's seen it. Nobody else.
It's on the list. I've seen it.
Yeah. Christmas with the Cranks. Anybody? Derek, yes. Sorry, mark you down for this one again.
Right here.
Oh, my word.
Justin, no. Me, no.
No. I'm going to win this contest for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
It's pretty much already in the bag for me.
Yeah, I know. Too bad there's no prizes. Okay, the next one, number 57, Godsend.
No.
Nope.
Ha! I've seen it! I've actually seen this movie. And I think the main draw for me was because it was Robert De Niro. So anyway, moving on, number 56 is Because I Said So. And that's not just my reason for moving on.
I have not seen it. But I am I'm a Mandy Moore fan, so I probably would watch it at some point. But
I apologize now, and I have never even heard of it. So there.
Number 49.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah,
moving on. In the Name of the King.
I have not seen it.
I have seen this one. I
Are you
recently,
serious?
actually, just like 2 weeks ago. Yeah,
that's got to be worth like 10 points for Justin.
Well, I saw that trailer and I knew that would end up on a list.
I've never seen a more horrible Lord of the Rings knockoff in my life.
And it's Jason Statham
cast for this role too. He looks so out of place.
Okay, well, just the indicator for this. Oh wow, the next two are the same guy, Uwe Boll. Okay?
Oh yeah.
That guy is the worst, has been proclaimed by many people the worst director ever for movies.
That's right. I've heard.
And
this
he
as
takes
down by him as well, actually.
49 and 48 now that
well. Respectively, Blood Rain.
Like, he did a movie of House of the Dead, which is I think it's a video game, right? Is that the name of the video game? The first-person shooter?
Yes, right.
The gun?
That's also on this list, I believe.
Yeah, okay. It probably is. House of the Dead. And he actually cut in a frame or two of the video game into a shot scene. Like, somebody shot a zombie, and instead of filming, like, making a film of somebody shooting a zombie, they cut in the video game footage of shooting a zombie.
Oh my god!
This guy's the Ed Wood of our
and
time.
He thinks he's a genius. So anyway, next one is Blood Rain. I've never seen it.
I've seen it, and
oh Jesus! Oh my gosh! Both of you, oh man, I think I might win this.
10 points for seeing that In the Name of the King shit.
Yeah. So, well, Derek, I can add 10 points, but then that just means he's like way ahead.
Whatever
At this point, I'm
Keep this a
winning.
fair
Okay,
situation.
I'm winning. Well, actually, I'm not winning. Yeah, I'm winning with 10 points for you, Justin. How dare you? All right, Street Fighter: Legend of Chun Li. Derek?
No, I haven't actually.
Oh, that was one I thought you saw. Justin? No?
No, definitely not. The first Street Fighter movie was a huge, huge stinky piece of crap. So there's no reason I had in hell to see this movie.
10 minutes later, man. You know, it's got Chris Klein in it. He was in some movies. He was in the whole American Pie series.
Yeah. And this it was directed by Andrzej
If you can't pronounce it, it's not worth seeing. House of the Dead. And again,
there we go.
Some flashback forward flash humor.
Didn't watch
Nobody. Zoom.
No.
Zoom?
Yep.
See, there's someone here I have never even heard of before.
That's
I know.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Down to You. I've heard of this, but I never saw it.
Derek? I watched it.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I can almost guess.
I
can almost predict.
Oh.
All right.
No.
I'm just gonna guess some of these as I read them off.
Go
next
ahead.
one, I'm guessing nobody's watched this. Miss March.
Nope.
Derek.
I have not. No.
Okay. I was like, holy crap, it's being quiet. Okay. Next one.
Making fun of me.
All right. The next one, I'm assuming. I think Derek may have seen this one. The Whole 10 Yards.
You'd be right.
That's right, because I have seen it. So if I've seen it, I'm pretty sure. Justin, have you seen this?
I have not seen this.
Okay.
No.
Well, I like the first one.
Yeah, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, 10 yards was too much.
And it's actually funny, but it's basically the same movie.
Yeah,
with
just
different
repackaged,
setting.
And
yeah. I don't know if it. I'm pretty sure I could fill this list without this movie in it, but at the same time, it's not that good. It's number 36. So,
it doesn't offend me to see it on.
Which it's kind of sad that it's this far down. It's number 36. You would think it would be above Uwe Boll's movies, but no. Okay, next one. Number 33, Delta Farce.
Yeah.
You saw it?
I watched it.
Oh, man. See, that's why we have the show, so we can have a range of opinions from Derek's to mental people.
I Netflixed it. Yeah.
Are you serious? You Netflixed it?
I went through the trouble of putting that in my queue.
You didn't even check the Rotten Tomatoes rating on it. With Netflix is it's got 1.5 stars probably. You know what? It's got the same cover art as that one movie.
As Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah, Full Metal Jacket. So it can't be that bad.
I can't be that bad. Well, I do like the the blue collar comedy tour guys.
Okay,
and so I watched.
Which there's a lot of what's his face, the Larry the Cable Guy.
Yeah, he doesn't make artistic films. I guess we could say.
Well, he's too busy hooking up cable.
Justin,
you ever saw that?
Around too later on the countdown. The Cable Guy.
You never saw this one, Justin, right?
I never saw this. No.
Number 30, Fear.com. Justin, no. Derek, yes.
Yes, I was working at the theater with you, I think, when that...
No, I didn't. I wasn't working there.
Oh, okay.
But I had a feeling. It was one of those movies where it's like, yeah, maybe. Justin, you never saw this, right?
I never saw this one, no.
Thank you for saying that. No, I never saw this. Although I did see a movie that was similar to this. I'm pretty sure it was similar. But it was based on a video game. Like, these people were playing a video game, and then the video game came to life. But I don't remember what the title was, but it was probably just as bad.
That sounds familiar. I can't think of it either.
Yeah, but it was bad. Anyway, okay, Bless the Child. Anybody? Kim Basinger?
No, thank you.
I watched it and I liked it.
Oh my gosh, Derek, you're killing me, man.
Shut it. Taylor.
I'm gonna run out of ink. I don't think I've seen this.
Oh, we got a good one coming up.
I did not.
Really? This was actually, I remember I've seen parts of this because I was a projectionist at the theater when this came out.
Yeah.
But I have not seen this movie.
I remember putting together the standee for this thing.
Okay. So,
no,
Derek, no. Justin?
No, thank you.
Okay. So we're down to number 27, which this is a movie that was huge. This is a huge movie.
This is the one I was talking about. It was the one coming up that was
huge movie when I was working at the theater. If anybody has ever heard of the whole Scientology thing, then maybe you've heard about this movie called Battlestar Galactica. Or Battlestar Galactica.
Hey, don't you...
Oh, man, I just killed a bunch of people.
A lot of people.
I'm done with the show.
Yeah.
No.
You caught yourself really enough.
That's what happens when my computer freezes up. I just go completely bat crazy. Battlefield Earth is the movie I'm intending to speak of, starring John Travolta. Sadly, very sadly, Barry Pepper.
Yeah.
And sadly as well, Forrest Whitaker.
Oh, I know. It's terrible.
It's like two awesome actors and then John Travolta in a movie that I remember I actually watched this movie. Because it was at the theater. And another one that came out, which I'm surprised it's not on this list, is called Omega Code, which is another Scientology movie that was horrible. Which I don't know if I watched all of it, but I remember it being horrible. So yeah,
Battlefield Earth belongs on this list.
Yeah,
well, yeah, it's not actually a higher number, like maybe. Well, a lower number, I should say. Like, in the 10.
Well, yeah, for the longest time, I thought it was the number one worst movie.
Because, when I first saw this, I saw it on VHS, actually.
Oh, so, Justin, you did watch it.
I have seen
Derek, have you seen this?
I've seen Battlefield Earth,
I was staying in a cabin, remember, at the time. I was going snowboarding. My whole family was there. And inside the little setup there, the entertainment center, was a copy of this movie. So I had to watch it. And it was... Oh my God! It was probably the worst movie I've ever seen. Actually, I mean, I can't really think of any of the ones that top the worstness.
I just remember the word leverage over and over again. We need leverage. How
I
will we
don't
get
even
leverage?
remember how I don't remember why it was so bad. All I remember is that it was horrible. Acting was, the costume design was horrible. Makeup was horrible. Everything was horrible. Like everybody had dreadlocks. Like I don't know what the hell that's about. But I don't see that trend catching on in the next few decades or centuries. Anyway,
let's move on from
let's move on from my horrible mistake of misnaming that movie to kicking it old school because
no, I didn't watch it.
I haven't either, but I actually know people that have watched it and liked it, but I've never.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah. Which is sad. Justin?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay, so we're going to start dipping into a lot of the same movies. There are a lot of spoof movies from the same people, I think. Starting with Meet the Spartans, number 25.
No. I tend to stay away from these spoof movies.
Yeah, it looked stupid.
All right, Texas Rangers. Haven't even heard of it.
I
Never even heard of that one.
Thing. I forgot about that movie. Yeah, I did not watch it.
Half Past Dead. Never heard of it.
Never heard of it. But Steven Seagal movie. That's not too surprising.
Oh well, there you go. And
Ja
he's
Rule.
like the smallest picture on the poster, so that's not a sign either. Even though it's the biggest star. Master of Disguise, starring Dana Carvey.
Never watched it, but a big Dana Carvey fan.
I have seen that, although I don't really remember. Although I do remember the scene, turtle.
Yeah. I remember from the trailer.
And I know I've seen other parts of it, but that's all I really remember.
Okay, and now we've made it to the top 10 worst movies.
Yes. So thank you for struggling through the last 90 movies as we ramble through them. Now we're going to go down the top 10. First of which is a classic by Larry the Cable Guy. The title of the movie is Witness Protection.
Witness Protection.
Yes, I read what it should have said, but the title is so confusing. It's like, other
I did
movies.
not watch
Witless,
it.
get it?
Oh,
He's a witless. Yeah.
What a clever title.
Enough said. Nobody seen it? Yep.
No.
All right, number 9, Red Line, which I've drinking the drink many times, but I've never seen the movie.
Nope.
No, thank you.
Awesome. You know what?
Heard this movie.
If anybody has seen these movies, it's like a 20-point add-on.
Yeah,
Which,
I think
Derek, it's only going to be a 1 for you because you're so far ahead right now. 3
okay.
strikes.
No.
Never even heard of that one either.
I've seen this poster like so many times. I don't know where I've seen it. Okay, this next one, somebody has had to have seen. The Strange Wilderness.
Derek has seen Strange Wilderness.
I knew it.
I've watched it.
Justin?
I have not seen this.
Oh, I thought you saw this.
No, I
actually
was
wanted
interested
to
in
see
seeing
this.
but I forgot it even came out. And by the time I realized that it came out, it was not out.
Yeah.
It was actually funny, I thought. There were parts of it anyway.
Yeah,
parts of
I
it
actually wanted to see it. I'm a
Well, the
big
trailer was
Steve
really
Zahn
fun.
fan.
Yeah.
I'm a big Jonah Hill fan, and it looked funny, and I just never saw it. But I thought more of you guys saw it, and Derek, he just
Well, he happens
adds to the trend.
happens to watch stuff.
Yeah, well, I don't think anybody's seen this one. Super Babies,
I can't believe I missed this one.
Baby Genius 2. Nope.
Oh, they made a part 2 of that?
I'm kicking
You know
myself.
what's? Oh my gosh! You know what's so crazy is that Strange Wilderness is number 7. It's the 7th worst movie of the past 9 years.
That's a mistake.
I can't understand that.
If it's on the list, it should be like in the 60s.
I've
or
seen
something,
so
yeah.
many movies
Yeah.
that have been so much
And
worse
I know
than
in
that.
Battlefield Earth, they're saying that movie's better than Battlefield Earth.
Yeah, Jesus! Oh my gosh, this list! I'm telling you. All right, so anyway, let's just keep going. Let's just battle through this. Keep going. So past Super Babies is National Lampoon's, which I'm surprised that there's not every freaking National
Movie that they've
Lampoon's
made.
movie in the past 10 years isn't on this list. But the only one is the Gold Diggers movie, which I've never even heard of.
I never
and it
heard
looks,
of that, no.
By this poster, it looks stupid. Then there's King's Ransom, which looks
Nope.
stupid.
Never heard of it.
Pinocchio, which I've seen the cartoon, looks stupid.
I tried to watch about 10 minutes of it, and I turned it off because
Well,
it was so
that's-
The
sick.
poster's
That's good.
creepy. The poster's really creepy to me.
Yeah, it looks like a pedophile. Then there's One Missed Call, which looks like an alien pedophile.
I can't believe that's number 2. I
And
didn't
I've-
watch it, but that's surprising that it's that bad.
Yeah, I've actually seen it in like the Red Box, the movie
Right,
rental
uh-huh.
vending machine. I remember seeing that, and like by the poster, it looked intriguing.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely some interesting
Like if
artwork
I
on
was
that.
young and renting movies from like Blockbuster or Video Depot or wherever you rented movies when you were 12, I probably would have rented that just by the cover. And surprisingly, number 1 is Ballistic X versus Sever, and I have seen this movie.
I have not. But
I
it
have
doesn't
not.
seem like
Wow.
it doesn't seem like the worst movie of.
I don't really remember it. I don't know how many points I should add for me watching the worst movie in the past 9 years, according to Rotten Tomatoes. But I don't know. I may be tied with Derek at this point. I remember watching it, and
Well,
but-
to me, it was just an action movie. I didn't really know anything else about it.
yeah,
but,
there's.
that's all
I don't know. I don't know. But I know I've heard many times that this has been rated really badly overall by critics.
So, number 1, Ballistic X versus Sever.
Yeah, so as the score goes, Derek, resounding high score with 18.
Well, thank you, gentlemen.
18
Thank
out
you.
of a hundo.
Justin saw 3, but then with one of the movies, I forget which one it was, he got a plus 10. Probably because he should have seen it. So he got a 13.
I got a plus 10 on. Oh, that's right. What was the plus 10 on?
I don't remember. I should have written that
Not
down.
fair, bro.
But 13, you're still way under. As far as me, my raw score was 7. But considering I saw X vs. Sever, that could be a 20-point thing right there because it was number 1.
I think we all get marked down 100 points for seeing Battlefield Earth.
Yeah, that kind of.
Well, that was only because I worked at the movie theater. I think, Justin, you should probably get written down more because you had no excuse to watch that.
Well, yeah,
I got to see it for free.
I was stuck in a cabin and I was bored, all right?
You took the time to put in a VHS cassette to watch Battlefield Earth.
Yeah, I'm guilty as charged, I must say.
All right, so that was... Oh, man, if my stuff didn't crash earlier, this would have been the longest episode ever.
It really would have been. Oh yeah.
All right, so let's move on to enough with the 100 worst. We kind of.
I think we buried it.
Did that stuff. Yeah. Let's move on to our artist feature of the week, which is the artist Banksy. Or the reason why I wanted to do an artist review. Well, 1, because it's an art and geek culture podcast, but 2, because we have very different views of art or experiences or whatever. Derek is probably the least experienced with the art or culture things.
Yeah.
Justin is probably in the middle towards the high end, and then I, out of the 3 of us anyway,
you're uber art.
Yeah, I'm at the uber art level, which I probably should be more considering what I'm trying to do. But anyway.
He's like a mofo Jedi Master.
Yeah, so as I wave my hand over the mic, we will now discuss art on this podcast. And our first artist discussion is going to be Banksy. Let me just give a small background on Banksy. If none of our listeners have seen his work, definitely type in his name into Google. You can check out many of his pieces. It's Banksy. He is a low-tech artist, which for a geek tech art podcast is kind of the other end of the spectrum. He uses low tech. He does a lot of graffiti art, does a lot of stencil work, and has a lot of messages in a very simple form. He has a lot of strong messages because he's a very rebellious artist, and he's out of the UK. Let's start with you, Derek. What is your viewpoint on Banksy and the art he makes and things like that? Just what's your take on his artwork?
Pretty simple actually. Okay, well, I'm not generally a fan of graffiti art. Mm-hmm. It tends to go right over me, and I don't see it for what it is. Mm-hmm. But I do like Banksy's art. The fact that it's real art to me. Me being the layman, every kind of man, I can see it and appreciate it. Where it's actual, they're more like murals from what I'm seeing. His, on buildings. I mean, yeah, it's graffiti art still. I know, but definitely worth looking at. I was not familiar with him at all until you said that we were going to be discussing him, and I looked him up, and yeah, actually pretty interesting stuff. And I like that his statements are pretty right to the point. It's like a jab at white collar society for the most part. So I have respect for the guy. I'll say that. I don't then tend to respect graffiti artists because I just think, get a job.
Yeah,
So,
which is very true. Justin, what's your basic viewpoint on or opinion of Banksy and his work?
Well, I also didn't know about Banksy until just recently. I picked up that book you had there in the bookcase about him and started looking through some of his work, and I love it. I mean, it's basically, to me, it's like it's the only artist I've ever seen who paints portraits about society in society to where you can't avoid them. They're there right in front of your face, and if you're living in that neighborhood, wherever it is, you're going to see it. There's no way around it. And I think the statements he's getting across to are they're all pretty meaningful in their own different ways. And I think he's awesome. I think he needs to keep it up. And Banksy is the shit.
All right, so just just a little bit of background. Banksy is basically he's an anonymous artist out of England. Nobody really knows who he is. He goes under the moniker Banksy. That's his tagging name. So nobody
does
really...
when he does art on buildings, like, is this unauthorized? Like, he doesn't get, permission, I'm sure,
no,
right?
No, he doesn't.
Oh, he
not
just
at
does
all.
them, yeah.
Definitely not. So his name is Banksy. His art name is Banksy, or his character name is Banksy. Nobody really knows who he is. Rumors are that he was born in this mid-70s. So, he's in his mid-30s right now. But he's always gone under the moniker Banksy. And most of his stuff has been street art in England. Although he's done some newer stuff in New Orleans after the tsunami and things like that.
Hurricane.
Hurricane. Tsunami, hurricane.
That was Indonesia.
Natural disaster. And
another bad event.
Anyway. That's why you guys are on the podcast, so you can correct me. So anyway, and he started out doing graffiti or tagging, which, that stuff is illegal. Basically, you're painting on public buildings illegally. Especially in England, which they have. I mean, England is well known for being the most protected.
Oh, it is for sure. Yeah, they're
like
pretty
place
much
by cameras.
You're on camera pretty much everywhere you go. I was in London a couple of years ago, and I saw firsthand the amount of cameras. I mean, they're literally on every street corner. I mean, you're being watched almost constantly when you're walking around there. So,
just some of his themes that he's had, or characters, or just images that he's used in his stencils, which primarily, I mean, he does spray paint stuff, but a lot of his stuff is heavily stenciled, so he can get in, get out quickly. Which I've done stencil work, and doing stencils is like a totally different mindset from doing something else, which he's also done. I mean, besides doing the tagging and street art, he's also done fine art, but it's basically fine art that he snuck into galleries and posted up, but I'm going to talk about that later. Some of the images that he uses, like common images, which if you look at any artist, they have common images or common themes that run through their artwork. He uses a lot of monkeys. Bananas show up a lot. He tends to have a juxtaposition between like military force and just childish peaceful things. So like some images will have a guy, like a rebel guy with a bandana that should be throwing a grenade or rock or a Molotov cocktail, but instead in his paintings he's throwing a bouquet of flowers. Or instead of a girl hugging a teddy bear, she'll be hugging a missile. And these, I mean, having this juxtaposition of tones draws attention to what's going on. Where, war and things like that and destruction are evil and should be looked at different, because, I mean, a lot of the imagery, without seeing the whole image, you can think one thing, but when you see the whole image, you can see everything that's going on. Like in the picture or the image, it's probably one of his more famous images of the guy throwing the bouquet of flowers, if you didn't see what he had in his hand, everything else would make you think that he's throwing something that's going to blow something else up. But when you see it, it's a bouquet of flowers. Or if you saw the girl hugging something, not knowing what she's hugging, you would think it would be like a stuffed animal or something, or a puppy or whatever. But it's a bomb.
It's pretty interesting. I like the work this guy does. It's for me, the ultimate thumbs up that I can give is that I would actually make some of this my wallpaper.
Yeah.
You know?
I wish I knew about him a couple years ago when I was in London. I was only in London for a couple of days, but I was in some of the areas where he's done some work, like Trafalgar Square and like a few places actually that I was by. He's had work or has worked there still to this day probably, and I didn't care to look, or it might have been right there in front of my eyes and just didn't know that it was Banksy. So if only I could travel back in time.
All right. Oh yeah. Let's. So anyway, as we do every week. Not necessarily at 3 a.m, but every week earlier than this, we do a recommendation for the week. Justin, what's your recommendation for this week?
Well, like last week, I'm going to have to go with another iPhone game I just recently downloaded. It's called Backbreaker Football. It's on the App Store. I think it's still $1 at this point. It is not the entire game of football. It is actually just the running aspect of football, where you're running. You actually use the accelerometer to tilt the iPhone to control the dude going left or right. And there's some controls on the screen that you can press to either juke or spin around the player. And it's pretty basic at first, but then later on as you progress, it actually throws some challenges at you to where you have to run through certain areas of the field. Certain areas of the field are actually blocked off. So if you run past them, for example, you're out of bounds and you automatically lose a life. So it throws some things in there later on to kind of like mix it up a little bit. And I think for $1 and for the graphics it has, it's definitely worth it. If you're a fan of football at all, if anything, just the running aspect of, trying to dodge tacklers, I think it's really fun. For $1, I think it's definitely worth it. So Backbreaker Football is my recommendation.
Right.
Last week you suggested Spider.
Yes, I did.
I downloaded that and I've been playing it. Very nice. Very, very good game.
Liking it, huh?
Yeah, I am actually. Yeah. Well, it's fun, and then the whole murder mystery thing on top of that. It's not
All
bad.
right, Derek, what is your recommendation for this week?
This week I'm recommending Dropbox, which a lot of you probably already know about. There may be a few of you who don't. Dropbox, what it is it's online syncing of your files. Think of it as a virtual USB drive, in the cloud. It's free, up to 2 gigabytes for free. They have a paid service where you can get, I believe, 100 gigabytes for, I'm not sure of the price, but 2 gigabytes, it's more than enough for what it does. They just released an iPhone app, which, it's pretty much storage on the cloud. And I have been using it all week since they released the iPhone app. I've had Dropbox on my Mac for a while, but the iPhone app really was the kicker. What I did is I put all my school files into my Dropbox, and all you do is you drag it to your Dropbox folder, and it automatically syncs it up to the cloud.
Oh, wow.
And it's simple to use, and it's awesome. Oh, my gosh. So I did all my school files into my Dropbox, and so all day today I was studying for a huge test I have tomorrow morning. And using my iPhone, it's just, you're looking at all your docs that you've written in MS Word or in Pages, and just super useful. You can use it as your main source of backing up if you're just backing up documents. As long as it's under 2 gigabytes for free, you can't go wrong. And they have a cool feature where they do an undo and undelete. And for the previous 30 days of your account, anything that you do, they keep track of it for 30 days. So you can go back. If you deleted something accidentally, you can go back and reclaim it. So Dropbox, totally free iPhone app, free service, and 2 gigabytes of storage online. So very cool.
Nice. Let's check that out.
All right. So I've already mentioned it this episode, but my recommendation is the book that I have on Banksy. It's called Banksy, Wall and Peace, WALL and peace. So anyway, check it out. It's got all of his current artwork, whether it be on the streets or off the streets. He's got a lot of awesome quotes and little stories in there. I mean, it's not a heavy reading book by any means. It's mostly just his artwork, but it's definitely awesome. So if you at all are into street art or graffiti art or anything like that, or just interested in any of that stuff, I recommend checking it out. So yeah, Banksy, Wall in Peace. So that is my recommendation for this episode. And as always, we want to pimp our co-hosts. I just want to give a quick shout out to another friend of the show, Albert. He might be a guest co-host pretty soon. So yeah, just a quick shout out to him. But before anything else, Derek Helmer, where can we find more of you online?
Well, you can go to my blog at derekhelmer.com. That's DEREKHELMER.com. You can follow me at Twitter at twitter.com/DerekHelmer. And you can also see me on my other podcast show that I do, Studio 20. And you can find that at blueeyedgirl.com, girl spelled GERL.
All right, Justin King, where can we find more of your work on the internet?
Well, you can go to my blog and see my portfolio and stuff at jkdesigns.squarespace.com. You can also follow me on Twitter. I am at JustinKing1. That's a capital J and capital K and the number 1. I'm also at facebook.com/JustinKing1, but no uppercases on the Facebook daily deal. And that's me.
Awesome. And you can find me at twitter.com/RayTaylor. You can also find the site updates at twitter.com/InspiredDisorder. There's no E in disorder. And as always, you can send us your emails at inspireddisorder@gmail.com. And if you ever want to check our back episodes, go to inspireddisorder.com/podcast. Because we have all our back episodes there, as well as all of your subscription needs. So you can subscribe to us through iTunes, the Zune Marketplace, or RSS feeds. That is also the same place you can donate to the podcast. As always, thank you for listening. Hopefully next week we will have the live show up and going for sure, without any interruptions. But thank you all for listening to this episode of the Inspired Disorder podcast. Thank you and good night.
Yay.
Jesus.
All right.
Over.
3 in the morning.